What's up, Wellington kids? How's it going? I am just getting ready for school this morning. I thought I'd take you along to see what my day is like. Catch you all later when my hair is done. Bye! So I knew it was going to be a busy day. I was driving to school and I'm a teacher, so I was photocopying some things for my class, some worksheets and games and stuff like that. And then my kids were in music first thing, so I was doing some prep on my computer, preparing my things for my class. We went out at recess to do some laps, and suddenly the day was gone, and I had to still do so many things today. I had to drive to my next destination, which was going to be the mall. I knew I had to buy some things for lunch for the next day. So here I am at the mall, walking in. It was quite empty there, good thing. And I had so much other things to do, like prep for the next day. I watched some Disney, and then I needed to chill. So I was still doing some work things, but I decided to treat myself to a little popsicle, and I just ate alone in my room. Busy day. Hey, Willingdon, my day is done. I am in bed. It was a full day, had so much to do, was so busy. I just wish I had more time to spend with God, Hope your week is going well. Love you all so much. Bye.
Whoa, it looks like Teacher Nicole's really busy. There's so much to do and get done. And I don't know about you, but for me, there are so many things that make my life busy, and I'm sure it's the same for you. Things that fill up our time and take our attention. And some things are super important, things that we need to do, like going to work and sleeping and eating. But there are also many other things that make us busy that we choose to do. Like we might take lessons and classes in an instrument or dance or sports. That's a choice we make. We might choose to read a book for fun or to play a game or spend time on a screen. See, it's interesting because the things we choose to do, those things that we spend our time doing and the things that we listen to, they actually show us a little bit about what's inside our hearts, what we think is the most important. Let's have a look at our story from Luke 10 today about two sisters who made some choices about what they thought was the most important.
Now, as Jesus and his disciples were traveling along, they entered a village, and a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home.
Lord, please come into my home. You can relax and have a good meal with me and my sister. Mary, we have a very important guest. Please have a seat here and I'll start preparing everything.
Jesus sat down along with his disciples.
Can it be? Jesus, I'm so glad you are here. I've heard all about the amazing things you have done.
Mary sat down close to Jesus. Meanwhile, Martha was distracted with all the things she had to do.
All right, I have a few more loaves of bread to bake. I'll need to gather some more figs from the garden outside, get enough water for everyone to wash in. Ugh, where's Mary?
Mary, sitting at Jesus' feet, listened to him speak.
Whoa, there's so much to learn from him. I could listen to Jesus all day.
Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to do all the serving alone? Tell her to help me.
Oh, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things. Really, only one thing is needed. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her.
Wow. So Martha, the one who was doing all the housework, all the cleaning, all the preparing, she chose to do all that stuff because she thought that was the most important. And of course, doing chores and cleaning and preparing, those are good, important things to do for sure. I mean, it is important to take care of our homes and the things that God has given us. So clean your rooms and help with the chores. But let's take a look at that original story and see what Jesus said to her. He comforted her when she was complaining about her sister Mary. Jesus said to her, "You are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed. Really, only one thing is needed." You see, Mary got it right. Jesus, the Son of God, fully God, was right there in front of her. He was talking to her, teaching her, and telling her all about the amazing and wonderful truth and love of God. She dropped everything and listened to his words, enjoying them. Jesus said, "Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her." You see, sometimes we get worried and upset like Martha. We get so busy, and sometimes those things that make us busy aren't necessarily bad things, but it becomes a bad situation when we as followers of Jesus ignore or forget that Jesus is actually with us, that Jesus wants to be close to us and to spend time with him. Today, the name of God that we're talking about is the Word. John 1:1 says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." Imagine that. The creator of the world since the very beginning, he wants to spend time with you. He wants you to be close to him. I have a question for you. Do you think spending time with God is an important thing to do? Of all the things to choose to do, all the plans that we make or the words that we listen to, is spending time with God a part of that? No matter what happens, no matter how old you are or what you end up doing with your time, our prayer for you and your whole family is that the most important thing in your life is Jesus and sharing and enjoying the love he has given to us. Now, the cool thing about spending time with God is that it can look different for different people. God made us all unique, after all. Here are some of my friends and coworkers from church sharing how they like to spend time with God.
Actually, my favorite time with God is in the first thing in the morning. The first thing I do when I open my eyes is I praise him and I pray for about a couple minutes before I even get out of bed. That's my favorite time with God.
Awesome, thank you.
There you go.
Hey, Pastor Jordan, what are your favorite ways to spend time with God?
Oh man, that would have to be early in the morning with my coffee, which probably most of you don't drink, that's okay. Also when I'm out on a hike and in nature, love to pray and thank him for how beautiful his creation is. And I would say my other favorite way would be actually through others. My time praying with other people, talking with them about their faith, and just hearing their stories and what God's doing in their lives.
Hey, Sam, what's your favorite way to spend time with God?
My favorite way to spend time with God is usually out in the mountains or like on a hike or just somewhere where I can really feel at peace in nature or with friends when we're talking about what God has done in our lives.
Cool.
So there are three ways that I love to spend time with God. I love opening the Bible and reading it and allowing God to speak to me through it. I love just being out in nature. That is one of the ways that I connect with God, my Creator, and worship. And I love getting on my motorcycle. There's something about riding my motorcycle and the wind and the beauty of the scenery around me that just takes me to a place of worship and prayer. Those are three ways I love spending time with God.
Pastor Ray, can you quickly clarify, is that the actual motorcycle that you ride on that you're holding in your hand?
This is not the motorcycle that I ride on. I don't know who gave me this motorcycle.
So you actually have a full-size
I
real
have a full-size real motorcycle. I'll show it to you on another day.
Just want to clarify for the kids at home because I think the thought of you riding on that thing would be pretty awesome and hilarious.
Pretty hilarious, yeah. Let me show you what my motorcycle really looks like on another day, okay?
We'd love to. Thanks, Pastor Ray.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
I think some of those ideas will help us remember to put Jesus as the most important thing. And not because we feel guilty for being busy, but because it's actually enjoyable and wonderful to be close to God and to hear from his word. I mean, it's the most important thing we'll ever do. Why don't we hear from Nicole and see if she's got some ideas about her crazy busy life and how she can spend time with God.
How's it going? I am just getting ready for school this morning. I thought I'd take you along to see what my day is like. Catch you all later when my hair is done. Bye. So in my car, I could have been listening to worship music, spending time with God. I could have been praying over the students, the school, the other staff members, and the families as I prepared for the day and as I waited for my kids to come back from music class. Outside, I could have been thanking God for the creation, for the sun, and on my drive home, I could have been listening to worship songs again and just spending quality time with God and making good decisions about how I'm spending my time instead of having worries and anxieties and lists and lists and lists of things that I knew I needed to get done, because I know that I can trust in God and that He has everything in control. While preparing for the rest of the day and what I had needed to do, I could have been listening to things that are more godly, or while eating a popsicle, I could have been spending time with my family and taking advantage of the time that I have instead of being alone. Hey Willingdon, looking back, there was so much time that I could have spent with God. I hope that you guys all make good decisions on how to spend your time wisely. I love you all so much. See you later. Bye.